Anyways, we've been walking for hours.
'Tis a 6-day journey to the valley, Sir Boss.
Why couldn't we take a blamed horse then? You had a full stable full of them in Carleon.
Aye, 'twould have been quicker in sooth, but I wish to see the world through the eyes of the peasantry, and they walk.
Horses cost dearly, Sir Boss, and only a noble or those few merchants with enough coin can afford one. I could never afford one. I've never even been on a horse.
But didn't that Sir Kay go gallivanting along the countryside? And you were a squire, right? So what did you do? Just run alongside?
Of course! 'Tis a squire's duty to run alongside his knight. It was kind of an honor.
An honor, eh? Well, Clarence, looks like I rescued you just in time.
Why is that, Sir Boss?
Because our boy Clarence here was mired up in all that medieval mess, Your Majesty. And if I hadn't come when I did, he would have never been able to dug himself out of it. Seems a lot of people need saving around here. Clarence and, well...
Ah, you miss the Lady Melisande.
Ah, Sandy's a right old girl, Your Majesty, and yeah, I miss her something fierce. It seems like just yesterday we were getting to know each other before this whole Valley of Holiness started.
Aye. First love is the best, that is true.
Please, be quiet, gentlemen. For here approaches 3 tradesmen, I think me, and I would not betray our identities to strangers. And on this rough road.
It's right here. You see, I told you I could find it.
Well, it certainly took you long enough, Master Nils. A pity your skills as a butcher's not matched for directions.
If you thought you could do better, you two should have said something.
Argue with you? Mom taught me never to fight with a man with an axe.
It's your idea of my cleaver here at Hamhead, Spartanius. I only need the strength of these 2 hands to wring your scrawny neck.
Quiet, you two. This is supposed to be a pleasant journey. After all, we were chosen amongst our trades to show at the fall festival, and I'll have none have you two mucking it up.
Aye. The weaver, the miller, and the butcher here on these dangerous roads. And what sort of protection did you hope to offer, Mistress Weaver?
Why, she could freeze a man with a snap of a tongue.
See the peasantry, Sir Boss? Their playful squabbling, their camaraderie, their friendly competitions.
Have a care, Your Majesty. These country roads are full of rough men. And women.
Well, we ain't gonna be able to avoid them for long, Your Majesty. They're coming this way. But remember, you're just a simple farmer, so no lordly speeches or anything like that. Oh, and I can't call you Your Majesty neither. So from now on, you're just Artie the farmer.
Artie the farmer. I understand, Sir Boss.
Hank.
Hank. But honestly, Sir Boss, I mean, these are but simple folk of the soil. Surely we are intelligent enough to fool them.
You're confused, Arthur. Common people aren't fools. They're just poor.
Poor or not, here they come.
What ho, good people! I be Artie the farmer. How was that, Sir Boss?
Great. Now pipe down and maybe we'll be on our way.
Good day, strangers. We travel long. From whence do you come?
What my good friend Artie the farmer meant to say was, we came from far west of here. A little village called,
Bridgeport! Pretty little place you ever seen.
Oh, and are you on to the trade festival as we are?
Why, surely, the very place.
And, are all 3 of you farmers?
Oh yes, we're all farmers. I am called Clarence.
Hello.
This is Arthur. And Sir Hank.
Sir Hank, let me guess. We've got a lord in our midst.
'Tis but an old family joke. This man's my sister's husband. Ain't that right, Clarence?
Sure is, Brother Hank.
I also consider one might be severely beaten for impersonating a lord.
Oh, quiet, Hester. Perhaps you'd like to travel along with us.
Indeed, my friend.
If you folks don't mind, my friends and I need to have a little confab first.
Confab?
A discussion, Clarence.
Oh, yeah, right.
Your Majesty, I'm not one to beg, but please don't do this. Let's just keep to ourselves and stay out of trouble.
Nay, Sir Boss, I have come out here in disguise for just the purpose of meeting this sort of person. And that I will do. And you shall see. I shall speak to them as a farmer. and they will not know that I was not born as they were. Trust me.
Oh, dear Lord, of all the pig-headed...
What's the matter? The king is a wise man. Surely there can be no misstep in his speaking with these country bumpkins.
That's just it, Clarence. These people have known farms and farming their whole life. While the king doesn't know a cow's udder from a baby's bottle, there's about 1,000 ways he could slip and blow our cover. Look.
No, my friend. It is obvious to me that you have never been raised on a, scientific sort of farm. Let me tell you about my father.
Come now, Artie. These people don't want to hear that highfalutin farmer talk.
I, for one, would be interested.
And I.
Well, my father had a way of raising the onion, which some did say was not the best, methinks. However, many thoughts and varieties did differ as to this cause, thinking that the onion was but an unwholesome berry, that when overripe did fall stricken from the tree. However, that is not when taken into consideration with other sources that did think that the onion is something like unto a plum, or other like cereals, that when taken from the earth are just as wholesome, and of course,
I know that ain't right.
Yeah, it was everyone.
let's not accept the animal, where the young, or as some would call it, the green fruit of the creature, is of course more wholesome than the older ripe state.
Oh, I'm a butcher and I know that's wrong.
God must have smitten the mind from this man.
Clarence, something's gonna pop.
What?
Either get ready to start swinging or run.
Oh, and of course, let's talk about the goat, who, when he grows older, his fur doth eat and game his flesh, thereby turning him to the more spoiled state, when of course taken in consideration with his unspeakable habits and his unwholesome appetite, and of course the ungodless quality of his nature.
That's it, this man is mad!
Madman! Madman!
You had to keep talking, didn't you? Didn't you hear me say ixnay, ixnay?
Of course, friend Hank, but I thought it was just one of your wizards speak, and I knew not what it meant.
Oh, well, now it means stand and deliver, Your Majesty, because we're in for a fight.
A what?
Come on, Bob. Come on, you can get
Come
it.
on, Bob. Mark.
Now let's all just go.
Hey, watch out! Come on! You got him! So easy.
I'm so sorry. Are you all right? Are you?
You are all under arrest.
Who the hell are you?
Hey, all of you, be still.
Oh, sure, now you want to be still.
Well, it is a good idea.
That it is. Keep a low profile, Your Majesty. Lord Grip, is it?
Aye, stranger. But you're not from the north. I can hear it in your voice. What do you know of me?
I know you from your reputation because it precedes you. And you're just exactly who I thought you'd be.
Really? And what is that?
I
Don't!
Bad pompous, bad-tempered tyrant.
Thanks a lot.
Well, be any word, stranger, or if you've heard of Lord Grip of Cambrai, then you know what he's about.
Aye. Villages burned, goods and livestock stolen, free people put in chains.
My wife's family lived up there, and now they're gone.
Disappeared, I wager, but not dead. In the pockets of Lord Grip of Cambrai for slavery. Is that not to be our lot?
Are you sure?
Aye, lass. And if you know my name, respect it.
You monster!
Big brave man, why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Well, that would not be you.
Insect! Kill this offal!
My lord, 1,000 pardons, but as you have said, this lot is worth nothing to you dead.
True, Pelican. Slavers, get them ready for travel.
Prepare them for the journey back to Cambrai.
Hold! We're not going to Cambrai.
But my
We
lord,
have business here in Caerleon.
we should leave. This little village is beloved of King Arthur, and as well you know, he has forbidden slavery in Britain.
True, Bellicane. But Arthur no longer sits on the throne. His sister does.
What?
What?
Morgan Le Fay has returned. But how?
I know not how she has returned. I only know she has. And I plan to become her ally in the conquest of Britain.
No, my lord. Ever did she betray those foolish enough to ally themselves with her?
You dare call me fool? That is for disobeying. And that... Let go, wench. Now. You have been well paid for your services. Do them faithfully and without question. Or perhaps I'll find my next batch of slaves amongst the starving people of Lothian, eh?
No. No, my lord.
That's better. Now prepare. Ah. Look. Great is the hospitality of Queen Morgan. She sends an emissary ahead to meet us.
Greetings, Lord of Cambrai. The Queen awaits you.
I eagerly await a parley with your mistress, but I sent no message ahead of my coming. How does the Queen know of my arrival?
Queen Morgan knows all that happens in her domain. Follow me, and you shall soon see.
I want no trouble. If any of those slaves put a foot out of line, put your spear through them.
Yes, my lord. Slavers, you are temporarily relieved of your duties. Go and be at your ease. I will watch the prisoners.
But Lady Bellicane, Lord Grip.
Now!
Oh, Your Majesty. Something's up. Hide your face.
Why?
Just do it.
So, we meet again at last, Arthur King.
What are you talking about, lady? There ain't no kings here, just a few poor as dirt peasants.
It is you. I knew it the moment our eyes met. My eyes having looked into yours before, I could not soon forget them.
King Arthur? Here? You speak as one insane woman.
I believe him. Look, he's not a farmer. You heard him speak. Who else could he be?
All right, enough. It's true, Bellicane. I will deny it no longer. I am King Arthur.
I told you he's mad.
No. Your Majesty, are you sure telling this woman your identity is wise? I mean, now Lord Grip may hand you over to your sister. Be not afraid of that, Clarence. If my sister knew I stood at her gates, she would murder this Lord Grip, his slavers, and anyone else who got in the way of her vengeance and me.
A pretty speech, Arthur King, but a bit presumptuous. Knowing who you are, what would stop you from killing you myself?
Now, just a minute. Don't you people up north know how to start a conversation without slapping each other across the face?
Silence! This is a matter between myself and your king.
And what have I done to deserve such ire, Bellicane of Lothian? When last we parted, we were allies!
And in the intervening year, much has happened to the people of Lothian. Drought, disease, and the slow death of starvation have taken up residence in Lothian, leaving what few healthy souls were left alive to enter into the service of tyrants like this Lord Grip, to help give some relief to our dying people.
My lady, I was unaware.
Of course you were. So fat, so prosperous, so complacent here on your throne in Camelot. What cared you for the suffering of your subjects on the northern borders?
But I do care, Bellicane. Even now I have sent all of my knights to the farthest reaches of Britain that they may bring aid wherever it is needed.
Too little, too late, Arthur King. By the time your knights arrive in Lothian, there may not be anyone left alive to save.
But I had always heard that the people of Lothian valued honor above all else. Surely your people would not want you to do evil in their name?
Goodness pays little in this world, and the compensations of evil are great. I am in the service of Lord Grip. I cannot back out of that now, for if I were to betray him, he would take his vengeance on the people of Lothian.
Did you think he wasn't going to do that anyways? You showed him up in front of his men, lady, and he's going to pay you back for it when he can in spades.
Your words are strange, but their meaning is true. Mayhap Lord Grip would betray me, should the opportunity arise.
You could bet on it. That Lord Grip's a born double-crosser if I've ever seen one.
Silence! Why should I help you, Arthur King? Your inaction has spelled doom to people of Lothian.
Aye. I admit it and sadly. But I make my vow before you now, lady, that as long as I live, I will make recompense to you and your people.
Well, then you best live a good long time, Arthur. You are free to go, all of you. I will buy you a few moments before Lord Grip and his men come after you. Go now, and remember your vow, Arthur.
I shall, Delicate of Lothian, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
There's no time. Get out of here while you still can.
Come on.
Hold, my friends.
Your Majesty, you heard what the lady said. We got to get out of here while the getting's good.
It does seem the best course, Your Majesty.
What he said. Yeah.
Aye, Clarence, but while I am grateful to Bellicane for our freedom, I cannot leave.
But why?
Running does seem the best course, Your Majesty.
Because what would be the point? Where would we go? It is true. We would earn ourselves some show of freedom. Perhaps we are captured, perhaps not. But at what price does our freedom come? When you know full well that Grip and his sabers will merely descend upon the nearest hapless village from whence to take his slaves. Are we going to hide like animals while these tyrants come for our friends, our family, our children? This is a dangerous time, my friends, and it is peopled with dangerous peoples. People who, in the guise of warfare or security, invade foreign lands, rob them of their resources, and enslave their people, all to propagate a society where the privileged few thrive, while the rest are ground under heel without a hope to spread among them. I tell you, my friends, if evil is to thrive, then all it takes is one good man or woman to deny its existence. And I tell you that this evil will thrive no longer. It ends here, today.
Yeah.
Now, who amongst you will stand with me and allow evil to be dashed upon the rocks of their own inaction and inconsistencies? Will you stay by my side, even though it costs us our lives? Or will you allow this villainy to continue? Will you stand with me, my friends? Will you fight for freedom?
I will. And me.
Aye, you clout.
Excellent. Excellent well, my friends. Then today, together, we stand for freedom!
For freedom!
Oh, here they come.
Forgive me, my lord, but the prisoners have run away. And maybe if we spread out, we can... Oh. They're still here.
King! Fools. You should have run when you had the chance.
The time for running is past, Lord Grip of Cambrai. Today we fight for freedom!
For freedom!
You can do it, boy.
Hey, big guy! Have a care! Take him, Pelican! Do not allow this fellow to win!
Hey, come on, Pelican!
Take him out!
Beat him!
Get the traitor! Show him what happens to Take her down!
This That's it!
Yeah, Pelican!
Well done!
Yes! Come on,
Come on, Mulligan!
Take the
Huzzah!
That's it!
Nay! Do it! Pelican, nay! You must not kill him. Let there be no more killing this day. Let this man stand trial for his crimes. Is that not the modern way of it, Hank?
It sure is, Your Majesty. Although, in this case, I might be inclined to make an exception.
Yeah.
And as for the rest of these clowns, they'll be feeling their wounds for a month.
Good piece of work, that is.
It was, good Weaver. And thank you all, my good travelers. Now, I beg you all, go. Return to your homes and villages, secured in the knowledge that your land is forever under the protection of the watchful eye of King Arthur.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Now go! Go and leave me to handle my sister alone.
Aye, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Pelican of Lothian. Fight as you did this day, and the people of Lothian will never be slaves again.
I will, Arthur. And remember, I will hold you to your vow.
Now go. Go while your people still have a chance. You slavers, you are free to depart as well. Pray I do not see you again.
Nice job, Your Majesty. Although, you did make a little mistake back there.
Yes, you did. I have made many mistakes this day, my friends. Of which of my many do you speak?
You said that you'd be facing your sister alone, but, you ain't gonna have to face her alone.
Never alone. We shall give that Queen Morgan a reunion she'll never forget. Oh, thank you, my good and true friends.
How sentimental and presumptuous. Welcome home, brother. I trust that the changes I have made in your kingdom, that you will enjoy them.
Morgan, I am sad to see you again, sister. Now, what have you done to my kingdom?
Well, nothing whatsoever. Yet, your precious people are safe. More than I can say for you. Tristan, take them to the dungeon.
But the king.
Look, now Tristan's gone all sentimental as well.
Tristan, I gave you what you wanted. I made you first among the knights. Now you will take Arthur to the dungeon, or you may join him in there. How dare you question me?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't think.
Then you should talk. Now away with them. And what about you, Grit? Are you going to be down there in defeat all day? Get up before I forget how much your bully bluster amuses me.
But my queen, it was not our fault. There were too many of them.
Too many tired, starving slaves. You'll have to do better than that.
They were not that tired. It was only a short run from where we captured them.
Run? That's an idea. Go, Clarence, get help. Run, anything. Get out of here.
Stay where you are, Tristan. That man means nothing to me. Where is he going to go for help? The knights are dispersed. The kingdom is mine.
Do not move, Your Majesty. I do not want your blood in my hands. But then whose blood will satiate you, Tristan? Tristan, you are much beloved of both my queen and myself. Your treachery cuts deeper than any sword could. I will hear none of that. I was loyal to you, and it brought me nothing. Nothing! Always left behind. Always the last one picked.
You mean we have to die because of him being insecure?
Oh, not just that.
Well, I'm sure it don't do me no good to ask, but, do you have a reason to kill us?
Well, of course, Hank Morgan, a very good reason. You're charged with the, repealing the rebellion of slavery in Britain.
And the punishment for any slave rebelling against his lawful master is death by burning.
Oh, great. 2 burnings in 1 week.
Be not afeard, friend Hank, for are you not the master of fire?
Oh, Arthur, you still don't understand. This man is no sorcerer.
You lie.
No, Your Majesty, for once in your life, your sister's telling the truth. I'm not a sorcerer. I'm just a regular guy brought here from the future.
Brought here by me. As the ultimate weapon against Arthur and his precious round table.
No, I mean, I had no intentions.
Hank Morgan, don't be so modest. We found in your secret laboratory a dangerous contraption that can control these lands with ease.
Is this true, Hank?
Yes, Your Majesty. But it's not what you think. I was going to give it to you when the time was right.
I'd say your timing was perfect. Now take them to the dungeon. We have to prepare for their execution and the ultimate demonstration of my power. Today, Calleone. Tomorrow, the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just 10 short minutes, the burning of the usurper Arthur Pendragon and his minion Sir Boss will begin. I pray you join us. It will be worth your time.